Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm super excited to introduce to you my friends, Kate Porath and Melody Brandon. You might recognize Melody. She was on one of my very first vlogs back last spring. She was doing her chickpea cookie dough bites. But these are dear friends from college, but they also happen to be oil experts. I am so happy to have them here today because they have taught me everything I know, which is just a little bit about oils. And there's still so much that I feel like I can learn, and I'm just barely scratching the surface of oils. We're gonna be doing a 3-part series over the next few weeks. Today we're gonna be focusing on oils that pertains to your kids, also overflows into how we can use it in our personal life. In the following video, we're gonna focus on women's health, and then the video after that, ways to use oils that you might not even think of, like skincare and cleaning. So they're gonna just roll with it.
Okay. Thank you so much for having us. It's so fun to be here. Primarily what we want to go over today especially are a lot of the top 10 oils that doTERRA, which is the oil company that we've all fallen in love with just due to their high quality of oil and potency and the purity of their essential oil. So there's 2 different kits that we really love. One comes with a bigger bottle, it's called a Home Essential Kit, and the other one has a little bit of a smaller bottle, the 5 milliliter, which is the Family Essential. What we love about essential oils, especially as I mentioned, the quality of these oils, is that you can use them 3 different ways. They're safe topically, so you can apply them directly to your skin. This is a roller bottle. You can apply it directly behind the ear, on the wrist, and the bottom of the feet. Aromatically, so you can inhale the oil, just either smelling it directly from the bottle. We have these cool little aromatic inhalers as well as a diffuser, which you'd put just water in and a couple drops of your oil. The last way you can use them, which I've actually fallen in love with using, is internally. And at first people are like a little scared of like, you want me to take what? Internally. You can put a drop of peppermint or lemon in your water, which is great. You always want to make sure it's in a real glass. You never want to put it in plastic. My favorite way to use them is inside a veggie cap. You can just buy these veggie caps at any Whole Foods store. Even doTERRA has some. You put 1 to 2 drops of whatever oil you need, especially ones that maybe you don't like the flavor of. And then you can just take it internally. And so it's a really nice way to get the oils directly into your system, especially if there's a stomach ache. It's just a really nice way to get them in your system immediately.
Wonderful. So this is Ashlyn's kit, right? So Ashlyn did get started with the Family Essentials kit, and you can see it has the top 10 and then it has the beadlets as well.
Yes.
And she's actually made her own roller bottles. I know. I know myself. Roller bottles intimidate people, but that's one of my favorite ways to use them because you know, I'm busy, I go around, I'm in the car, I have kiddos, I'm asleep at night, I wake up and I need something. And so I carry a bag around me and I literally have all of my roller bottles. So daughter gets stomach aches or constipation a lot. Have it in your kit is Digest Zen. This is their stomach blend. But one of the things I love about doTERRA is they have blend. This company makes their own proprietary blend, so it's not just, there's no oil called Digest Zen in a sense, like a plant, right? But it has like peppermint, fennel, coriander, a bunch of oils in the one blend. This was the oil that sort of helped my husband believe that oils worked, right? My daughter would wake up in the middle of the night with a stomach ache, and we'd literally just made a roller bottle, or you know, put 1 drop with some coconut oil, rubbed it on her tummy, and then maybe did lavender too for calming, and she'd be back to sleep within like 5 to 10 minutes instead of an hour to 2 hours.
Okay, wow. Need to know more ways to make rollers because they're just so much more easy to use on the go, like they said. So I made On Guard, which I feel like has been a staple in our household for the winter and cold season. I just rub this on all 3 of my kids to protect against just germs. At church, preschool, you know, you name it. We're like in the thick of it with toddlers here.
So that's their immune support oil, On Guard. So it's a blend, and like Ashlyn said, if anybody knows doTERRA, On Guard is one of the most used oils.
Right, it's probably the most popular. So I use it for myself as well as my kids. And from what I'm hearing is this is more of a preventative, and I'm using this while they're sick, but they're gonna help me with a better sick blend.
Yes.
So I'm totally excited about that. Last week I had a lot of muscle pain, and so I made a deep blue, which is one of the other doTERRA blends.
Yeah.
And then another 2 for the kids that I use a lot is Breathe. They kind of had a lot of cold, kind of asthma for myself. So I'll rub this like on their chest at night before they go to bed, just to kind of give them like some clear airways when they have coughs or a stuffy nose. And then there was a lice outbreak, sadly. My worst nightmare. Not necessarily outbreak, but at their school, somebody did have lice. And so I made the Melaleuca blend, which supposedly is good for preventing lice, right?
Yeah,
so I'd rub it on their head, not just during then, but I kind of try to do it every day before they go to school as a preventative. And then I also have an allergy roller that I don't have here with me. I love these.
Yeah, these are awesome.
Those are great. I'm so proud of you.
Even put the stickers on top.
All right, so one idea for the lice that I have for you is, I love the roller bottle. A couple things you can do is you can add it directly to your shampoo.
Oh,
so if you
okay.
did get a shampoo, like a glass container, and put your shampoo in that, you don't, again, want it in plastic.
No.
You could also do a spray bottle with like distilled water or coconut oil or something, like a little bit of, not tons of coconut oil, but a little bit, and then spray that on their hair, brush it through and braid it. This is great for respiratory. One product that doTERRA has, which is really great, is this is the Breathe Vaporub stick. So you can smell that. But if you like Vicks Vaporub, but you don't want all the toxic chemicals, this you can rub directly on the chest or the bottoms of the feet. And then adding Breathe and maybe like frankincense, that's one in your oil.
Okay.
That is what helps with inflammation. So if you are congested or coughing or have allergies or things like that, everything is inflamed.
Okay.
So frankincense is your go-to for inflammation. You could add that into your Breathe roller bottle or put it in the diffuser.
Oh, okay.
And one that I like to cut away with, like if you get actually like mucus and buildup, congestion, it's weird, but Digest Zen, which is the stomach blend, is shown to break all of that up. So you could roll that right here or just on the bottoms of your feet. Again, you don't want to get essential oils in your eyes, ears, or nose.
Okay.
Fractionated means it has one of the fatty acid chains taken out, so it always stays liquid. That's why her roller bottles don't solidify up.
But when you talk about the Digest Zen for kids, is that safe to like roll on their
so
face?
Totally. You just don't want the kid, of course, if it's like a baby or whatever, maybe you'd be worried they would go into their eyes, and I wouldn't. But for an older kid, as long as you rub it in good and it's not getting into their eye, totally safe. Like ear infections, a top one for moms. I feel like so many moms get on antibiotics at such a young age for kiddos over ear infections. And essential oils, and then there's also a garlic oil that is not essential oil. Melaleuca, lavender, rub it on and basil is an add-on, but you have Melaleuca and lavender, you could just start with that.
Okay.
Rub it behind the ears, around it, not in the ear ever for an essential oil. That right there is like saving moms so much money,
Seriously.
so much headache, so much like antibiotic, which then messes up your whole gut health, and you're then now on antibiotics over and over again more. But that's why we like people getting a kit, because so many moms will text me because they would just have their own oils. They would feel so much more prepared and not have that stress if they could just go to their medicine cabinet and feel like they could use
Totally.
it.
I had just a sampling of oils before this last fall, and every time something would happen with my kids, you do feel helpless. Like even if I'm willing to take them to the doctor, I can't get in, or I can't get in until the next day, and it's always in the middle of the night, you know, when they need it. And so you're like, so this does make me feel like I have options. And one of my favorite things about what they do and their team together, Obsessed with Essentials, is that they have this awesome Facebook group. So once you kind of can sign on and work with them, you get added to this Facebook group that has hundreds of people, and they're constantly sharing all these recipes and resources. And
we make it really simple so that you guys, when you get a kit, are like, oh great, I'm gonna put it in my cupboard, I'm never gonna use this kit. No, that's like our worst nightmare. We don't want that to happen to you. So when you guys get started, our passion is to help you use your oils.
Continue to use them.
And continue. And like Ashlyn, she got started, but there's so much more that she can do, because the essential oils, one oil can do multiple things.
Totally.
Now we'll do the sick blend, because I think that's like a great one. We'll talk about dilution. So we touched on fractionated coconut oil, but with essential oils, Kate was talking about topical use. You can apply some essential oils straight to your skin. For kiddos, I always recommend diluting, and mostly for newbies, I do just recommend, when in doubt, always dilute and apply to the bottoms of your feet. Kiddos, you can put socks on them, so then they're not touching it and getting them into their eyes if it's like a baby. And it's just an easier, and then the pores are really large, so it goes into your skin a little bit faster. Essential oils work really fast. When you inhale them, within 22 seconds, they reach your brain. Which is crazy, right?
Really
and within 20 minutes of applying topically, they've affected every cell in your body.
Wow.
So, I mean, for me, with using medicine for kids, I'm like, when is it going to work? Whereas if my daughter inhales an essential oil or gets it topically, she feels better in maybe instantly if it's like a mood thing, or in a couple minutes if it's like a tummy. And if not, I can reapply it again.
I think the benefits of doing the bottles is that you're not wasting.
Exactly.
Like they taught me, if you just put, you know, however many drops, it's like 5 to 10 drops. They'll go over that. These like have lasted forever. I made these back in the fall, and I haven't had to, even the On Guard, refill yet. We still got like a third left.
Right.
So.
Well, that's what's so amazing, is they're so potent. 1 drop of peppermint oil is equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So like a little goes a long way. And it's unfortunate in our society, we think, bring on the oil. It's like, let me drink a whole cup of it. Like it's only this much. And it's like 250 drops are in one of these bottles.
Yeah.
And if you're using 1 or 2, if you're diluting them at a time, it's not, you may think, oh my gosh, they're so expensive, but they really are going to last you a long time.
For the ear one, I think per drop of Melaleuca and lavender, it's 8 cents a drop. So if you used, 2 drops, that's 16 cents, and applied it a couple of times on your kid's ear, rather than going in with your kids to the doctor's appointment, which I personally hate, and then paying the copay, and then paying for the antibiotic, and then going for the checkup to make sure it's done. I mean, I have not ever had my kid on one medication, which if I have to, I totally would, right? But I haven't had to, which is the nice thing, So that's nice. I don't ever want to make anyone feel bad if they're on medication, but just to know that there's other options out there. And if you could use a natural approach, I feel like most people would choose that. So for blending, perfect. So we are gonna have some continued education that Ashlyn's gonna talk about down the road if you guys wanna learn more about oils and how to get started. And we will be giving away some of these freebies. We have our fun giveaway too. So if you go onto our accounts today and you follow each one of us and you're commenting on Ashlyn's post, then you guys can get a set of these for free. But I like all things gold. And Kate makes really cute bracelets we'll talk about in a second. So Ashlyn has, in my opinion, the immune support. So you could actually add frankincense to that.
Okay.
Frankincense and On Guard are my 2 oils I do for immune support.
Okay.
It's awesome for daily use, especially during the sick season. Applying it once a day is just great.
Okay.
Now, if you're sick, you want to apply the essential oil more often, because essential oils don't cure you. They don't mask the pain like a medication would or the issue. They help to heal your body. And so they're helping your body perform to where it heals itself, right?
Yeah.
And so, with that, we don't want to just do one large dose. If we're sick, we're using multiple applications.
Yeah.
That's how it works the best.
Yeah,
So if your kiddo or yourself were to be sick, that's why this is so nice and easy. You're just going to make one, and then you can roll it on, like she said, every 2 to 3 hours. And that's going to help your body cut the severity of the sickness and the longevity of it. So instead of it lasting a week, maybe it lasts 1 to 2 days. We're just trying to make it manageable to survive, right? Surviving. Okay.
Need a roller bottle.
So the oils that you're going to use for the sick blend are all in the kit that we're talking about. It's going to be, which is great. That's why I love this kit. So, mine's almost out. This is how much I love this oil. So this is oregano. This is the antibiotic of essential oils. You're not going to use it all the time, but when you are sick, this is your best friend oil, and you want to have it in your medicine cabinet. This is a hot oil, meaning if you apply it directly to your skin without diluting with coconut oil, it would, burn in a sense. I'm going to do oregano, lemon, that's cleansing. I also love this like on Manuka honey for like a cough or a cold or something like that. And On Guard if you want to take it internally. Frankincense. So frankincense, we were telling Ashlyn, is one of our favorite oils. Do you want to talk about it a little bit, Kate?
I'll talk a little bit. I mean, I always call it the baby Jesus oil. I mean, if they gave it to baby Jesus, I feel like it's good for all of us. It helps produce new cell growth, healthy cell growth. So I mentioned earlier that it's great for inflammation, helps cut down whether it's a sore muscle or sore joint. Another one, my favorite, is for skincare, anti-wrinkles. So you can add it to your,
We'll be talking about that soon.
We'll be talking about that one more later. So we'll keep you on the hook and line for that one. So you'll have to watch our next one to see how you can use that for skincare.
Again, she has this in her daily immune support blender. She's going to add it. And now we're on to the sick blend. So we have oregano, lemon, frankincense, Melaleuca. This is antibacterial, antifungal. And again, she used it for lice, right? So multiple uses. Amazing to kill lice. Now we're using it in our sick blend. It's in diaper rash cream that I'll talk about in a second. So many warts, skin tags, so many uses, but it is in the sick blend. And then On Guard, that's right here of yours. So those are my top 5 for the sick blend. But these are my go-to of my sick blend. So
now, when you say sick, what kind of sick are you talking about?
Any kind of sickness.
Okay,
this
so
is basically
flu,
overall.
cold.
Anytime I'm sick in any manner, I apply this. And then say if I have a cold or congestion, I'll apply the Breathe as well. So I'm doing a double combat. But this is just in a general, like I'm not feeling good. I want to feel better. Or if I'm starting to feel anything like that tingling in the throat, or the kids act a little funny, I just whip it out and start doing it, right?
So again, this is safe for us, but also your kids.
Right. So Ashlyn's going to post a chart that'll show you our dilutions that you can go and use after. And so we have it from infant, because of course you're not going to get the same dosage of infant all the way up to adult. So infant use, you're literally using like 1 to 2 drops of essential oil in the whole bottle. So can we talk about cheap? I mean, if you want to help your baby that's colicky colic, right?
Yeah.
2 drops, 16 cents, apply
Yeah.
on the stomach. So really a small amount. Now, when you get into a little bit older kiddos, we'll go to like 2%, 5% dilution, upwards of 10% if they're sick. So when we say those percentages, basically if you use the essential oil straight, that's 100%. So typically I do about 7 to 10%.
Okay.
And if my kids are sick, I want a little bit stronger of it, right? We're gonna just, for ease sake, do 10%, which
Okay.
is 20 drops.
Okay.
To make the blend get well, we're just gonna do the 4 drops of each, and then we just take our fractionated coconut oil, and it's as easy as that. To take the cap off the roller bottle, you're just gonna use your cap like this and pull. And again, so easy. 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4 equals 20 drops because that's 10% dilution in here, fractionated coconut oil, and now you can use it.
Awesome.
You guys get well blend.
Yay. So much cuter than these guys. Yeah. Important things.
Yes,
Yes,
as long as
totally.
it's aesthetically pleasing, which is why we're going to do a giveaway of
Yes.
these cute little bottles. You'll be entered to win if you follow each one of us, as well as comment on today's vlog. You could maybe win all 4 of these roller bottles. And if you're interested in learning more, we're also going to have another link for another webinar of how you can actually get a kit, how you can enroll with us, as well as if you do get a kit, we'll also throw in these extra roller bottles for you just for joining with us. If you also happen to already be enrolled or already a user of doTERRA but don't feel like you're getting a lot of this support or this education, which we think and we believe is crucial to kind of have a whole healthy lifestyle change utilizing these oils, email us at obsessedwithessentials@gmail.com. And we will give you all that information and share with you how you can join our page and what we can do to help support you better.
And just let us know that you came from Ashland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for
Thank you
coming
so
today.
much.
You guys are awesome, so helpful. I hope this helped you guys feel a little bit more comfortable, inspired to use oils you have, or if you have been thinking about jumping in, I hope that this kind of gives you a little bit of a nudge. So thank you, girls.
Thank
and we'll
you.
see you next week for our focus on more women's general health for oils. Bye.
Perfect. Bye.